Right. This is called a convenience interruption, I guess. But salute to everyone watching Gemstones of Truth for the very first time. I don't know who I am. So instructed to do this short little video. So that's what I'm doing. Idiot. Yeah, even the son got a father that tells him what to do. Got how old I get. Parents just don't understand, right? I love it. All right, so let's get it. It's a pleasure, sir. All right. I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is those who with me, you win. Those who are against me, it ain't gonna turn out the way you think it's gonna turn out. You don't have as much time as you think you. Be back. Bring forth that. At a wardrobe now. Doing this right. Wardrobe malfunction. Get no better than that, man. You have wardrobe malfunction. All right, so I want to say this real quick because nothing like obedience. So I started writing this. This is February 25th. That actually was. Oh, so it added. I wrote on it just now. I wrote this I was writing, I think, like 2 days ago. Then the last part, I'll let you know the part what I just added on there. That is when it just changed the date because I'm looking at the time. It says 7:05. It says 7:15. Today is February 25th, 2023 at 7:25. At 7:25 right here, and it's February 25th. So it literally added. It took away the date when I asked you. All right, so it's like 3 days ago. But then I added some piece on there, and that's what made it change. Feels like I'm walking on this road alone. I know everything that shines may be glitter, not gold. You always now, okay, so that was I wrote that like 2 or 3 days ago. This is the part I wrote today. You always told me the truth, never lied to me. I give everything unto you inside of me. We live, we breathe, hands raised on feet. No one defeats the King of Kings. Your time is bleak. Your seals have leaks. Your time you reach won't see through centuries. A new century. So I'm just gonna go with it. Sound dope. I'm just gonna go with it. So now we about to look into this beautiful mystery called a child. Now, where'd that come from? Where'd that come from? I'm gonna show you. We're gonna get some understanding today, just a little bit. Mine and something else. Have y'all seen the BS they saying about the so-called Messiah, the Jewish Messiah? They say he is. Watch this. I gotta look at y'all. This stuff is hilarious. He is master in the Torah and it's like being a master in the Torah and the Quran. Because if you don't get up out of here, somebody he healing people. He healed my back, my neck. Now the Bible says it will be these kind of wonders in the last day. Meaning what? These are not going to be the main features that we are going to be looking at this time. It says it's going to be like false signs or wonders and everything. But something is going to happen. People are looking now to be changed. But his body no longer feels the aches, the pains. No longer, nothing like that. Why? Because it now has taken on immortality. That's exactly what this Bible was saying. Now, when you look at the form, a child, we think of a child. And I want y'all to look at everything from a standpoint. The Messiah speaks about the Son of Man. He does not speak about the Son of Man as being righteous in the people's eyes. In fact, he is seen quite the opposite. Messiah says, oh, some man comes drinking, you're going to think he's a drunkard. Now, do you put righteousness to a person you see as a drunkard? How many drunks you know that you think is righteous? Now, he literally used the most debased form that people would think of in that day. Let you know that he would not be honored in his own home. Now, the way that the Messiah is coming in the world, he's going to be appearing what? Everything. The one who is really it is going to be like the opposite of what they consider to be holy. Has anyone thought about that? The poop, the way he comes. No. Right? And he looked like Porky the Pig. But he holy. Who knows? He probably be chucking back some pig. Like, this is the best pork chop I've ever had. Oh, you got my barbecue sauce. Him come up like, your holiness. Why he has pig in his mouth. Well, can I have some extra bacon, please? Let's get back to my major event here. The Pope here. Breakfast. Bring the extra bacon here. Bring it here. Bring the fat. Bring it here. Bring it here. Fat bacon here. But no one listens to that. No one listens to what is your diet? No one looks into the poops diet, but he's whole. But they say they wrote the Bible. If they wrote the Bible, number one, they don't even read their own content. They are horrible. They don't even know what they wrote. There is nowhere in that Bible where it says you can eat pork. But yet at every single holiday, pork, 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 pork ham. Christmas pork, Christmas ham, holiday ham, Sunday ham, resurrection ham, Easter ham. Everything is ham. But the Bible clearly says we don't eat ham. So if they wrote this book, they couldn't see what they were writing. There was like Ray Charles up in that mug. You know, we could just go write this book. We can't see shit. We just gonna write it, but we ain't gonna follow it. Don't make sense. Made up an excuse not to keep something. Why? Because you hated that another standard was literally chopping your behind away. Yeah. So again, oh, we got our lovely Joshua Lewis. Thanks, bro. Yes, there he is. For him not to be a part of Goshen, he's surely definitely a part of Goshen. See, Josh wants to see me downfall. He wants to see me either get exposed or see what's supposed to be coming to me. And then when he sees that, he can say, like, I told you so. It's not about he wants to see me fall. Then he wants to come over here and be able to point his finger at every single last one of you and blame you too. That's what kind of person he is. But it's not going to happen. And he can sit there and wait for a long time for that to happen, but it will never happen. He will be dead before that happens. So that is not going to happen. He will be dead before that happens. My Josh is, my father's not going to let Josh try to win on me. Please. Whatever incident he got going on with him and Kenny, that was on him. I told him a long time ago, if he's still trying to sob over that, don't know what to tell you. But left Goshen and all that kind of stuff like that, you want to still be right here in the midst, want to try to cause some prejudice. Right here for it. I live for it. I'm a troublemaker. Let's go. But you ain't about to stop what I'm doing here. So people ain't gonna pay attention to you in the comments. You can try, please, if you want to. And those who do, they stupid. It's like Satan just weeding them out for you. So it's like the Father's there, Satan's gotta be there. If you gotta be that agent of Judas, be it. Do whatever it is you're gonna do it very quickly. Like I said before in previous other lives, I ain't gonna have to pay no sacrifice. Meaning what? This does not end with my blood on it. I end up victorious. All right. Root of Jesse. Root of Jesse, and there shall come forth. So we put like this. We know what Jesse is. Is what? The root of YASHAYA, or which is what? Isaiah. This is the root of Isaiah. Root of Jesse is Isaiah, or Esau, the root of Esau. And there shall come forth out of the stem of Esau. And a branch shall grow out of whose? Esau's roots. And the spirit of Esau shall rest upon him. The spirit of wisdom, and understanding, the spirit of the counsel and might, spirit of knowledge, and the fear of Esau, and shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of Esau. And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. And righteousness shall be the girdle of his loins, and faithfulness the girdle of his reins. The wolf also shall dwell with the ram or the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them. Who is that little child? Little child is right here. Branch. He is that little child. And a little child shall lead him. This child is king. And why is he called a little child? Because right there is to throw the nations off. Because everyone is now looking for a little child. That lead them like the way we're at the end in a little child. No, this is literally saying the age, the change. When this one comes, age is seen differently than what is seen right now. It's not the same no more. There's a change that's come. He shall lead them. And the cow and the bear shall feed. Their young ones shall lie down together, and a lion shall eat straw. And the suckling child shall play on the hole of the asp. Now, if this child is sucking, guess what that means? The child is learning. Learning. Which ties in what? 8. The fear of Yah shall make him of what? Quick understanding. Where? In the fear. The fear of Yah. And shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of Yah. This is the little child. The suckling child. It shall make him what? Of quick understanding. He's a child. And the sucking child and the child of Esau shall play on the hole of the ass. Now, when you look on the hole of the ass, you're looking right straight into the dragon's freaking den. Meaning he's going to be at the time when the mark of the beast is going to be given. Antiquity means what? Old. An ancient, old serpent. So it takes an ancient person to fight the ancient serpent that is balanced. None of these young cats can deal with Satan, but I can. I know how to deal with Satan. But none of y'all can't deal with him. He'll run circles around you. As asp in the modern angelicization of the word aspis, which is antiquity, referred to one of the several venomous snake species found, watch this, in the Nile region. The river Nile. So that means if this is the snake, watch this, they just denoted the beast, which takes us right back to what? Genesis. He tells us who the beast is. The beast is a snake. Now, there we go. See? Right. We want 3. No. Where in the see Genesis 3 don't even bring up, don't even come up, right? They don't want people to think about that one. Don't think about it. That is too just obvious. Don't do that. You gotta type in like out of all the beasts. Let me type that. Let's do that. Out of all the beasts. Let's do that. Out of all the beasts. I don't even want to put it in. Out of all the beasts. Woo. Okay. There it is. Nope, nope. And where's it? It's 3. All the beasts. There it is. 3 here. Now the serpent was more. There it is. Okay. And now the serpent. That in. All right. Let's try that in. Let's go back out. Now the serpent. All right. Because the names on like it says the snake, right? Just now the serpent. Let's type that in. Now the serpent. There it is. Was more subtle. There it is. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast. Meaning what? The serpent is a beast. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which Yah had made. And he had said to the woman, so you see, this child is leading them out of the belly of the beast. Shall play. Look, he shall play on the whole of he shall play on the whole of the ass where the snakes is at. He gonna play on it. And the winged child, look, shall put his hand on the snake's den. He put it, and just he's not scared of this beast. The adder or serpent, known as he's putting his hand there. Just and the weaned child. What he's been weaned off of? Weaned off of Christianity. Weaned off of Black Hebrew Israelites, Bantuisms, weaned off of anything or any other kind of religion, just weaned off of it. And when the weaned child shall put his hand, this is a little. Do you see how the father is making fun, making jokes against the enemy? He said, I'm gonna use my little kid. I'm not even. I'm gonna send. I ain't even sending fully a grown person. I'm gonna send a child after you. A child is your judge. He gonna put you. He gonna put you down there. He sent his children. The Messiah was literally 33 years old. He was a child too. He was a. Here's the children healing people. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain. So he literally said, watch this. I'm going to be under 100 years old before all this takes place. Listen to me now. The Son of Man does not know the day or the hour. But look what I just told you. We're going to look at that scripture now. Scripture said that no child shall die under 100 years old. So get that right. I will rejoice in Negro land and take my delight in my people. The sounds of weeping and crying will no longer be heard in her. No longer will a nursing infant live but a few days. See, or an old man. See, he says a nursing infant is the same thing as an old man. Look at it. Will a nursing infant live but a few days, or an old man fail to live out his years? For the youth will die at 100 years. So now watch this. A youth is 100 years old. And he who fails to reach 100 will be considered accursed. Do you see? No longer will a nursing infant live but a few days, and an old man fail to live out his years. For the youth will die at 100 years, and he who fails to reach 100 will be considered a curse. So now it says that no price has to be paid for you. I'm only 43 years old. So we have all the way up till, I guess you could say, 100 for everything else. Now, how much time is that really? So 43. Let's do the math on that. It's not going to be 100. Just let's say that right now. We're going to just throw that on. We're just going to put that in the mix right there. But it ain't going to be 100. Okay, so let's put 100 minus good old 43. Well, 57. Now, that's still not a lot of time anyway. But still, you're not going to reach that. For the youth will die at 100 years. Now remember, y'all going to be redeemed with no price. So therefore, 100 is not on the table. A youth must die at 100. Okay, so now that's not on the table. No price. They will be redeemed without price. They will be redeemed without price. Let's get it, man. Bam. You were sold for nothing and you shall be redeemed without money. All right. So that means there is no sacrifice to come to you. That's why the banner in itself alone brings forth the curses, brings forth the blessings, brings forth all that, and the songs, right? So it's like, look, so all right, so the banner is raised forever. What does this banner that is raised forever do? This banner is raised forever is the same thing as Moses raising his hands. And we made it as a banner. So now Moses' hands was getting tired. They lose the battle. These hands never get tired because it's a banner now. So therefore now this acts as what? An enemy against your enemies, against the nations. Inside of that banner is the 144,000, which means what? It is the picture of already what the end is. So inside of what is already the end is, the Father must do to bring forth, watch this, the conformity of his son, to bring forth the peace. All right, I see the image. Y'all see it? All right, cool. So that means that's not a part of it. This is not a part of the image. This is not a part of the image. This is not part of the image. Destroy anything that's not part. You see some of the videos, man, that was sent. I mean, I was looking at the water just moving things around like it was just sweeping. Like, yeah, just get on over here. It was moving all the cars. Like, they didn't mean nothing. Cars bumping into other cars. I was like, they need to bring some fire in there. Because it was literally stockpiling cars for a barnyard fire. I was like, just bring on the fire. Let's get the explosions going, like kaboom, boom, boom. I was just waiting for it. I mean, I seen a person who was literally, they seen a boat. They thought their boat was safe. Their boat was brought into the town with the rest of the water just coming down into it. Boat went into the building a couple of times. Like, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. You can't see I'm trying to sell here. This is a freaking house. I seen housing inside of China. It looked like they was being lifted up from the ground and dunked into the water. I was like, is that house being moved? How is that house being moved? Those who built their house on the sand, when the waves come, and they coming, great will be the destruction of that house. These people who built their house on sand, their houses begin to start floating. They was like, you know what, baby? I think we should take the whole house for the vacation this time. Just do it. Just pack up the whole house. We ain't gotta pack nothing. Just take the house. People ain't never did that before. We gonna travel in style. That's a riverbank, baby. All of us. All of our belongings. All at one time we can save on flights, fares. You ain't got to pay those large fees of anything. We just move on down the street without movers. Just move along. Oh, dry. I am so fine. I look for these videos. Okay. Oh, man. Have mercy. There's some stuff that's going on right now. It's just so much stuff that's like, there I am. Okay. There I am again. Turkey got hit with another freaking earthquake. I mean, like the first one wasn't enough. You know what? We gonna come back around and go visit y'all again. Y'all was that good. You know what I'm saying? You was putting that loving on me, baby. I had to come back and say, I want this time to dig into the earth. Uproot some things next time. Just uproot the whole cities. Your whole neighborhoods. I'm coming for it all. So, woo, man, this stuff right here is hilarious. He is literally saying not to fear about nothing, like just trusting what the king is saying. And you're seeing how all these people got big plans. The father's literally going to use basic elements to make it not happen. Like y'all thought about all of this right here, but you didn't think about water. You thought about your bunkers underneath the ground, but you didn't think about an earthquake. They have tremors. That probably, look, the ground should open up. Like every single bunker up underneath the ground, when an earthquake happens, the ground should open up its mouth and take them up underneath. So they die inside of the same place that they trusted in as salvation. They should die inside of their bunkers. I think that is fair judgment. Since they don't want to actually come up and, like, literally repent for their crimes, make things right, then they themselves should die inside of what they consider themselves to be safe from. Since you consider yourself to be safe in a bunker, then die inside of the bunker that you have made. You and your family. I mean, it's fitting. And then we still get your riches. Still get it. Don't play with us, Don't be doing it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. That's one. Two. That's three. Give a shout out to Megan, who's out here probably watching in Canada. We see you. We see you trying to make a change. Keep up the good work. All right.
Well, 2 weeks after earthquakes flattened much of the region and killed more than 46,000 people, southern Turkey has been hit by another earthquake. An emergency agency said a 6.3 magnitude tremor struck close to the city of Antakya at 8 o'clock in the evening.
My bad. I'm sorry. Y'all didn't even see that.
3 aftershocks, strongest of which was a 5.8 near the town of Samandag. Here's more from Azadeh.
A familiar feeling.
Like the first one wasn't enough, you know what I'm saying? Like the first one wasn't enough. Like hey, look, if you hit us, you know what I'm saying, Negro land, then dang it, this is what you deserve. Don't tell me to be all sympathetic towards y'all. Y'all want sympathetic when y'all took my people, young and the old, crippled or whatever, you didn't care. So do not expect me to actually be all crying and shed one tear about y'all disaster. I could care less. I am going to be sitting up here laughing at y'all die by the thousands. I'm going to be laughing at your graves with all disrespect intended. Because when my people was getting raped, no one shed a tear for them. So now it's our turn to laugh and see y'all shed tears. I'm not the Messiah you think I am, but the Bible has told what kind of Messiah. They try to make every single thing about y'all. This time it's about us. And their Messiah is the same as them, black and lovely. Ebony, which means beautiful. That is who we are. Let's play. So I mean to offend the nations. I mean to piss some people off who probably lost their family in this earthquake. Who cares? Blood spilled, so is your blood spilled too. No one gave a damn when my people's blood was being spilled, dropped off in the oceans, owned by trees. And to this day, right now, some of the cops get off with a freaking murder and a felony. And you want to pay them off. So I give a damn about how you feel about me. I ain't shedding no tears for the nations. You can die before me. And I will sit here and laugh at you as you die and croak and pain and agony. Feel me, punks. I owe you nothing but disrespect. Bring it. You and the nations. Let's see who will be left.
Well, 2 weeks after earthquakes flattened much of the region and killed more than 46,000 people, southern Turkey has been hit by another earthquake. The country's disaster and emergency agency said a 6.3 magnitude tremor struck close to the city of Antakya at 8 o'clock in the evening, local time. It was followed by 3 aftershocks, the strongest of which was a 5.8 near the town of Samandag. Here's more from Azadeh Moshiri.
A familiar feeling, the ground shaking, the instant fear, the rush to safety. Reports of more deaths began to trickle in, just weeks after the area was devastated by an historic earthquake.
Same fear, same feeling of unease. We can't enter inside. If we do, we can't stay. We don't know what to do. God have mercy on us.
Yet more buildings have collapsed. That means more rescue operations to save people trapped in the rubble. Officials warn people to leave any potentially dangerous buildings. So instead, they once again gathered around ruins. This latest earthquake was felt across the region, including Syria. The country was already torn apart by a civil war. Its hospitals are overwhelmed.
If we continue to live in this fear, and if there are more aftershocks, we'll stay in tents. We'll look for shelter until the situation calms down.
Officials have recorded more than 6,000 aftershocks since the first deadly earthquake hit weeks ago. This latest episode is a reminder that the danger is not over yet. Azadeh Moshiri, BBC News.
Aww. So, what will happen next? More. Oh, they found a baby, you know. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Alhamdulillah. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. That baby looked like it could have been planted there, you know, because the baby looked like he was like, why would you do that to me? But you couldn't see it nowhere because, like, it just looked the baby was planted there, like you're trying to give some people some hope. Like, look, we found someone alive. And they put that baby there. Even though the baby can't say nothing, you know. That's what it looked like. It looked like the baby was planted there. That's why I says positivity. There's nothing been positive about this earthquake. So they had to give some people some kind of hope. We're gonna plant this baby right here. We're gonna plant this baby right here. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna plant the baby. Those who probably cannot see that because I don't think I can see it. Because that's you gotta have a whole magnifying glass to be able to see. this is one of the worst ones right here. I'm so serious. Like, China must be the head of some stuff right now, boy, because China, I mean, Turkey got some stuff. Don't get me wrong. But the way that China got it, dude, this video is 9 minutes and 12 seconds. You can usually put like 10 minutes, I think, worth of video on TikTok. Man, they gave you 9 minutes and 12 seconds, meaning this is one of the worst videos ever. This China is getting they behinds whooped. This is where I was seeing like the fathers playing ping pong with their cars. I seen literally one boat over across the ocean came down into their valleys or into their cities and just started bumping into a wall, like into a house. Like, excuse me, can you see I'm trying to get a sale here? I'm trying to boat. Could you remove yourself so I can? And then I seen houses, literally just like whatever underneath went through and just uprooted it and moved it like it was nobody's problem. No, don't worry about this. We're going to take care of this house. Don't worry about it. You ain't gonna ever see this house again. No, I dare you. You would never see this house again. You won't see it. No. When I'm done with this house will wish it was not a house that I saw. That is how this house is going to get done. Without further ado, bring out the popcorn. You know what? I need to go get me some popcorn. I need to have popcorn right now. I got to get me some popcorn upstairs. And I need to have some popcorn. This is a popcorn moment. It is. All right, I'm about to go get me some popcorn. You know what? I'm going to give y'all like 2 minutes. Go find your popcorn because it's going to be entertaining. I'm so serious. Serious. Let's go get some popcorn. Look, do not expect, for us to show all this love and that was not shown to us. So I'm not showing it. I don't want. No, because this is personal. All right, go get some popcorn. My popcorn is still cooking, so find something else. I think it's daylight. That is.
Get right, get right, get
All right. So at this time, everyone should have enough time to get their popcorn. I know I did. All right. You know, people like, he is going to hell for this. He's going to hell. They made a special place in hell for him. Doing this right. Eating popcorn while watching disaster. You know what? You're right. I am going to hell because I don't have no barbecue seasoning my popcorn. Hold on, I gotta get some of that. See, the right kind of condiments in this. Guess I'm not going to hell. Found some. All right, so he is going to hell for this. Wait a minute. I gotta say this. Because, you know, in this movie right here, we're gonna do some commentary. Okay. You hear the water? This is like an old Western movie back in the day with like shooting guns. The movie. Oh, it's hilarious. It sounds like Blazing Guns or Blazing Saddles. Yeah, old Western movie. That's how the water sound, like guns firing. You know what? I had a better view this time. That's what sound like Yosemite Sam when he's mad and fires 2 guns. When he's mad at Buzz Bunny. He's like, no, 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 no. Pow, pow, pow. Roll film. All right.
これ何これ何これ何これあれ
Now he sound devastated. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's like a whole white man right here. Just, oh my God. Give it there. Oh my God. Oh my God. And you notice how there's no one can do anything about this. There's no one strong and mighty me like, I'm gonna stop this. Dude, you seeing cars just floating like they just put on their swimsuits. Just we going for a swim. But they wrote a letter to their owner. Went for a swim. I'll be back later on. P.S. Don't wait up. Come on. All right, I'm done. I'm trying to be done. Father knew he picked the right one for this. He knew it. All right, let's go.
何これ何これ何これあれ何これ
That's the foot old Osama right here. This part right here. He was over there and just came over to join the crew. And when you stop by the house, like, you coming back close? You look like you got to tilt over just a little bit.
何なんだよ
These house right here. Like, this is crazy. It gets worse, man. Nothing. It gets worse. They are all powerless. They cannot do nothing.
何 うわー俺の車ダメだってのも車アウトだもんまだローンが残ってるのにあの車流される
これ写真撮っといてね。
あれあれうわうわなんだこれダメなの？あ、ちょっとあれあっちに行けダメだって。ああ家が流されてる。お前の家だよ。ああ。なんで来た？ああ。うわすげえ。奇跡的に俺 大丈夫、言いなさい、ここに。大丈夫、ここまで飲まれない。うわこんなに高くないから。うわアパートとか大丈夫なの？うちはもう流れたよ。流れたよね。まだ来てるよな。まだ来てるよ。大丈夫ここ？煙全然見えない。
아, 그러면.
Houses are moving. Step down, do moving. We're just gonna move the whole house. And stay with some money, stay with some time. There's a little fire, I want it to get bigger, like to make a big explosion. You know? Don't really need. We need some fireworks. Fireworks. Fire. little bag of popcorn right here. I'm gonna go wash my hands. Woo! That was just entertaining. Entertaining. There we go. Last I just had a screen. Y'all couldn't even hear that. Y'all just seen a black screen, so I had to make up for that one.
Beats by How the Sounds.
What makes you different from everyone keeping the law? I speak the truth so breathtakingly, it gives you pause. You don't wanna run up against this lion, he'll show you the pause. Many speak the words of truth straight from the dragon's jaws. So we preach, then we preach, others snatch from the devil's claws. I'm not ashamed, but I'm cut from a different cloth. What makes you think you can survive against the word of Yah? What makes you think you can survive against the word of Yah? I'm steady running against the troops, yes, I could jump this wall. The mighty lion of Judah, yup, we standing all. What makes you different from everyone keeping the law? I speak the truth so breathtakingly, it gives you pause. You don't wanna run up against this lion, he'll show you the pause. Many speak the words of truth straight from the dragon's jaws. What makes you different from everyone keeping the law? I speak the truth so breathtakingly, it gives you pause. You don't wanna run up against this lion, he'll show you the pause. Many speak the words of truth straight from the dragon's jaws.
All right. This last portion, we up out of here. People don't have the talent they think they had. Now let's go look at these real quick. The wolf shall dwell with the lamb. The leopard shall lie down with the calf, the young lion, and the fatling together, and the little child shall eat. Now, Hold on, let's go back. And the cow and the bear shall feed. Their young ones shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox. And the second child shall play on the hole of the ass. That is certainly the most dangerous spot to play at, right? And the weaned child shall put his hand on a cockatrice den. That is literally, watch this. When you got a cockatrice den, that is literally more than one snake. That's their home. He gonna put his hand on their home. But they shall I destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of knowledge of, watch this, of this child, as the waters cover the sea. See? Look how it went for the child. It's gonna go right back to the root. Look. So here we go, the child. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse. We shall stand for the sign of the people. To it shall, watch this, the Gentiles are the what? The diaspora. Those who are estranged from their homes. Those who are not native born to their own homeland are considered to be strangers of so-called their father's land. They are considered to be the same as Gentiles. Seek. See, look, which shall stand for a sign of the people. That shall stand for the sign of what people? The chosen people, the elect people. But watch this. If only 144,000 is only the elect, then that means everyone cannot come under this banner. They're not allowed to. Which shall stand for a symbol, a sign for what? The set apart people, the special people, the one who's going to receive the seal. So if there's 2 billion black people on the earth, only 144,000. Which shall stand for a symbol, a sign, a set apart of the people. What? To number out what? The 144,000. To it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. And it shall come to pass in that day, specific day, I told you each time was in that day, Yah, or the king shall set his hand again the second time, first one, second time, to recover the remnant of his people, the remaining 144,000, the remaining of his people. So how many did he collect the first time? It says 144,000, right? Is what is that number is. How many did he collect the first time? How many is collected the second time? You see what I'm saying now? That's powerful. 144,000 may not come all at one fair swoop. He might have already got some of this number already. Now it makes the righteous people being saved scarcely. Because everybody got to think we got 144,000 people to show up right now still. Unless 144,000 was the first one, then it's 144,000 the second one, the second wave of it. There's 144,000 virgins and 144,000 people of the 12 tribes of Israel. What shall come to pass in that day? Yah shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath. Watch this. And from the islands of the sea. That means where? Over all into the. Now watch this. Is this including America? And he shall set up, watch this, a symbol for the nations. What nations? 12 tribes. And he shall set up a sign for the tribes. See? And he shall set up a sign for the 12 tribes, for the nations. And shall assemble, see, the outcasts of who? The 12 tribes. He shall assemble the 12 tribes. This person, Shiloh, is a child. And all allegiance is given unto him as a child. Not when he's 100, before. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex, get on their nerves, Ephraim. But watch to what's going to happen. But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines towards the west. They shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hands upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them. Now, why in the world are they going to do this? Because they have a false Messiah that's going to deceive the world. So we're going to go right straight to where the problem is. Yes, I think he is one of the people who might be actually saying, they said that this dude is like one of the best of all time that they've ever seen before. He said he grew up as a child learning Talmudic and Torah. He had his own website called a Unuka or whatever it is they call it. This stuff is crazy. All right.
לראות את החמה מהירה ולהגיד גם אני מאיר, גם בי יש אור לעם ישראל. אנחנו לא יודעים מה התועלת שיש בכל אחד, אנחנו לא יודעים כמה כל אחד עצום.
A less talked about event is being heard from Israel. Orthodox Jews in Israel are talking about the coming of the Messiah. This was announced last year on March 27th. Christians describe this Messiah as a false Messiah and a son of perdition. This man who is called the Messiah, some say his name is Ben David, others say he is not called by that name. His name is Shlomo Yehuda. He was nicknamed Yanuka because of his mastery of the Torah and Talmud books. The title of Yanuka is given to someone who has a very deep knowledge of the Torah, Kabbalah, and Talmud. These are Jewish law books and interpretations. Those who memorize the entire Torah by heart are given the name Yanuka. This man is known for his knowledge and deep understanding of these Jewish books. Great Jewish religious leaders and teachers or rabbis testify about this man. One rabbinic leader testifies as follows. His wisdom is more vast than the sea. such a soul descend to the world once in several generations. In Jewish history, it was Jesus who was a Torah genius at a young age. As it is written in the Bible, at the age of 12, Jesus used to attend the temple and argue about the laws. The Jewish teachers accepted this man as the Messiah. Even the great rabbis accepted this man, who is in his early 30s, as their spiritual leader. It is said that at the age of 15, he not only finished reading Jewish books and interpretations, but also knew them by heart. At the age of 17, his knowledge intrigued many students. A year later, although his lessons were initially private, due to the pressure of rabbis, his lessons were open to the public. Then, he was given the title the Yanuka. The Yanuka was born in 5744 of the Jewish calendar or 1988 Gregorian calendar. He was named after his grandparents, Shlomo and Yehuda. The man they call Messiah spent his childhood in Girona, Spain. Supporters of the Yanuka say he has been devoted to spiritual pursuits since childhood. They say his childhood revolved around the love of Torah. He used to write texts and prayers related to the Torah.
Is he rocking back and forth as he reads the Torah?
An article written in the year 2010 talks about this person. The rumor has spread like wildfire. A youth, who at 15 had mastered the Shas, Talmud, by heart. Who is the Yanuka, who just now turned 21 years of age? From where did he come from, and why do hundreds of people flock each week to hear him delivering words of Torah and playing the piano? It is known that this man was married at the age of 20. There are people who claim that they had received a miracle at his hand. However, none of them have given any credit to God. They give the credit to this guy. About 7 people say they have received miracles. One is heard saying that he got married right after he had a conversation with the Yanuka. The other testified that he was cured of malignant tumor. They also claim that he has lifted a man from a wheelchair. They say that there is a man who was released from prison by the word of the Messiah. Another person says that he has been cured of intestine problem and his surgery appointment has been cancelled. What unites all those who give testimony is that none of them call or praise the Lord. They give all the credit to the Yanuka.
הוא עשרות והכל נעלם, הוא לא הלך לזוז, הוא הלך לקום, הוא הלך עם גב כפוף. אני זוכר, צועק, הוא היה הולך וצועק, כל פסיעה הלך על הרגליים.
According to the Christian doctrine, it is known that the false prophet will make a sign. Revelation 13 from number 11 to 17 says as follows.
Then I saw a second beast coming out of the earth. It had 2 horns like a lamb, but it spoke like a dragon. It exercised all the authority of the first beast on its behalf, and made the earth and its inhabitants worship the first beast, whose fatal wound had been healed. And it...
Now, let's go back to what I'm trying to get y'all to see now. And love how everything is just coming right together. Let's go back there again. Boom, boom, boom. These are all enemies. People don't understand that. And the sucking child shall what? Lead all of his enemies. The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb. You just got to see what the lamb is. It just showed you. There was a lamb like blah, blah, beast. Right? None of these people is our people. This little child is leading them. What's that as? The same thing. He led captivity captive and gave gifts. See, when he ascended, this is why it says when he ascended on high, Now, to each one of us, grace has been given according to the measure of the gift of the Messiah. That is why it says, when he ascended on high, he led captivities, he led captives away, and gave gifts to men. What does he ascended mean? Except that he also descended to the lower parts of the earth. Meaning what? The same one who ascends is the same one who descended, is the same one who what? Who died for all of it. So literally, this is the sign of the true Messiah. Whether he says he's a Messiah, or this man says they're the Messiah, or this woman says she's the Messiah, or these people say they're the Messiah. When it's at the end, when the time has come, the one true Messiah will above you. There will be no Project Bluebeam. In fact, there ain't gonna be no sky. Now you see why there ain't gonna be no sky? Because what they're gonna fix up the sky. There ain't gonna be no antics. Meaning what? People will not be able to say, oh, that's just Project Bluebeam. You need a sky for Project Bluebeam to work. He goes up and no longer needs you, pop, and removes literally the sky like it's a curtain. It rolls up like a fruit roll up and just goes out the way. It rolls back like a scroll. It rolls back like it's your show. The sun is like, you know what I mean? You ain't got no problem with me. You was here before I was. I'm not even gonna give no light. What you even look at me for? I did nothing, master. The moon was like, don't even worry about me. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be red. It's alarm right now. I'm just holding my pose. Stars, you ain't gonna worry about us. We gone. Now you were saying? And then as he goes up, what happens? Glory begins to come from him. And the one who has got the whole world believing that he is the Messiah. Soon as he changed into his full glory, the brightness as he is descending kills the false prophet and the Antichrist. And as he's descending, he's leading all captive. At that moment, see, a person can say what they want to say, but until you ascend, and it's gonna be more people coming out saying some stuff, have some very, how can I put it, convincing things because they're doing these so-called miracles, whatever. Don't be fooled by that. Scripture says what it says, and it shows you what the clothing is, how it is, what not. So now, the one true Messiah is going to ascend literally. The one who ascended is the exact same one who has conquered death or has descended into the lower parts of the earth. Now, I had a dream. No, it wasn't a dream. It was my real life. I was in a place far away. October 7th, the place of the dead. And I felt so alone. And the Father told me that place was real. And that many people are. This would be the place. You will not allow your Holy One to see corruption. But you won't also leave them, watch this, in the place of it. Let's go back to that again. Who has ascended to heaven and come down? Who has gathered the wind in his hands? Who has bound up the waters in his cloak? Who has established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is the name of his sons? Surely you know. That's good. And having disarmed the powers and authorities, he made a public spectacle of them, triumphing over them. Watch this, by the banner. It ain't gonna be no cross. Remember, the cross is the sign, watch this, of the hands and the feet and everything being cut off. It's not the sign of a praise. Cross is not the sign of praise. He triumphing over them by the banner, by the ombaya, by the hay, by the covenant. What does he ascended mean, except that he also descended to the lower parts of the earth? I was in the place of the dead. You will not leave me. See, Acts 2:7, Acts chapter 2, verse 27, Psalm 16 and 10. Therefore, my heart is glad and my tongue rejoices. My body also will dwell securely, for you will not abandon my soul to Sheol, nor will you let your Holy One see decay. So Sheol is a place of the dead that is in the earth. Word for the abode of the dead. See, it's Sheol in the heart of the earth. The heart of the earth, like the heart of the sea, refers to Sheol, the heart of the earth, like the heart of the sea. What did he say? The one who has descended. What does he ascended mean, except that he also descended to the lower parts of the earth? The heart of the earth is what? Like the heart of the sea means what? It's the lower parts of the earth. Right? And it says the Father will not leave him there. That same one who went there first now has to ascend. And the true Messiah is going to ascend without any antics. Ain't gonna be no Project Blue Screen. All that stuff is gonna be done away with. That to show exactly who you really are. So people can say what they want to say at this moment. But at the end, the one who is truly it is going to ascend. And nothing can stop it. Period. All right. See, but they shall fall upon the shoulders of the Philistines. Why? You see why now. Toward the west, they shall spoil them from the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them. And Yah shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea, and with his mighty wind shall he make his hand over the river, and shall smite it in the 7 streams, and make men go over dry shod. And there shall be a highway for the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, like it was to the as it was to Negro land in the day that he came up, out of the land of Egypt. So it is talking about this king who is still a child, if you will, hasn't reached being a youth. So this sucking child means he's an infant. Suck. Let's go type that in. Now, you know, they're probably looking for a like, it's going to show some titties, so we get to block this video right now. So he put in sucking child. It's going to show a child sucking on some breasts. Sucking child. Thumb sucking. Weaned. See, now what's it? He said, Brittany used a term right before he's weaned. By the time he's weaned, he's literally talking about he's dealing with an infant. He is a babe. He is leading the nations as a baby. And a little child shall lead them, more like an infant. Look, and the sucking child. He is literally making fun of the. I'm gonna use a baby to get shot. Y'all gonna send a grown man to so-called. I'm gonna send a baby because he considered them to be babies. He said, "I'm gonna send the same thing you sent on me. I'm gonna send a baby, so I'm gonna send a baby to fight you." It's hilarious. He got jokes. Y'all be thinking I have jokes. He be having the biggest jokes ever. His jokes be hilarious. He's sending a baby to go fight them. I'm gonna send my baby to go fight. He in diapers. I'm gonna send him to fight you right now. It's hilarious. Look, and the weaned child shall put his hand on cockatrice den. Look at this. A weaned child. When is a child weaned? From sucking the titty. Hold on. Weaned child. How long? Do you see what years it? Man, weaned child. Meaning, no, we don't put that like weaning a child. What year you wean a child? What year does weaning begin? This is hilarious. He is sending a baby after y'all. Bam, bam, after y'all. What year does weaning start? Yes. He's sending bam, bam after y'all. Around 6 months old. 6 months. Dang, you are cruel. You are cruel. He only get the titties for 6. They only get the breast milk for around 6 months. That can't be right. That cannot be right. No. They cutting people off like too early. There you go. See, 18 months. I thought it was close to like a year or so. They said about 6 months. Your baby gonna be retarded. No wonder why they're gonna come out with big watermelon baby's head and they're gonna be retarded. There it is. How long does it take to wean a 1-year-old? See, you already 1 year. How to stop breastfeeding for a 2-year-old. There you go. That's more like it. You got 2 years, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. True, like 2, 3 years old, man. You still, you know. So the babe, he is 2, 3 years old, man. So it's almost like my whole vision all over again, age of 4, and I'm being kidnapped, or as I'm being like put away, taken away. My father who's the king, and I'm a child, and my kingdom is being attacked. And the father is literally sending me away to protection, sending me to a place. Watch this. While the kingdom is being attacked, he's sending me to a place of safety. I'm placed in the care of one who will protect me all the while. What's going on here? All right. So yeah. So wow. So we're looking at 2 to possibly 3 years roughly. You know. That he don't even get the full everything, like before everything just start crumbling. Look, the second child shall play on the whole. That is the most dangerous place. A child, he is literally breastfeeding. Watch this. He's just coming up on milk. Meaning, watch this. As he begins to learn, he begins to literally fight his enemies as a infant. A sucking child. Literally is what? I will raise unto David a righteous branch. The father, even though he is this age, the father still sees him. That's my baby right there. My baby is doing, watch this. Now, watch from the very beginning. Now, he is blameless. The father sees him as a baby, blameless, all the way till he gets to a certain extension in life. The father sees him already as blameless. So watch this. I'm blameless right here. Everything is blameless. This is only a baby. Gaga, goo goo. And then it says what? Before he knows. It's a whole progress. It's like I said, like the whole thing, and walking progress. I'm like a little child, and I'm holding my father's hand as he's walking, and I'm literally following behind him at the sand. And literally, this is exactly what it's like, a walk in progress. So he's holding my hand, and I'm leading the nations captive. Come on over here. I'm walking them like my little pets. People you don't normally look at this. The nations are scheduled to be dogs, right? So they are pets. It's hilarious. So yeah. All right, so hilarious. See, look, and faithfulness, the girdle of his reins, which is what? Faithfulness is the sash. Faithfulness is the sash around him. Faithfulness is that sash. Everyone always want to try to put the sash on. The sash is actually faithfulness. His loins is girt about with faithfulness, meaning what? Whatever the Father tells him to do, he does it. He completes his job. Whatever the Father tells him to do, he gets it done. That faithfulness is his sash. It's around him. And righteousness shall be the girdle of his loins. That's a covenant. And faithfulness, the girdle of his reins. That's his sash. Now, that we got a little understanding about this here. People are thinking People gonna come out the blue saying what they want to say. Let them say it. It has to happen. Because when the showdown begins, ain't gonna nobody better stop it. Nobody will be able to stop it. At that moment, whether people believe or didn't believe, that's on them. People can say what they want to say right now till they blue in the face. But the one who is it will ascend. And he is the one who has been it from the very beginning. And no one at that time would be say, well, I knew it, if you didn't know. And it won't even matter at that moment. Because at that moment, it'll be like, let him who is righteous be righteous still. Let him who is wicked be wicked still. Whatever laughing, whatever you thought, whatever you felt, it doesn't matter no more. Because now, game is over. So, believe what you want to believe. But the one who is it has to fly. They have to ascend. Have to. Not descend. They have to ascend. They have to be on the ground. And people see them go up. Now, what they're going to do is what? Try to have someone descend. And use Project Blue screen. Like, oh my goodness, look. That is him. He is descending. They're looking for him to descend. This has been the mentality of Christianity for a very long time, that he must descend. Now, the one who descends is like I beheld Satan's lightning falling down from heaven. That's the one who's like descending, right? So now, because the right one is going to elevate. They're not coming down, they're being elevated. And as they're being elevated, their glory is also about to be shown. And as they come down, they are literally dominating darkness because they are light, putting darkness up under their feet. They are descending, but they're taking over all powers and everything else. Everything is up under them and they come down. And those who are of him are now caught up in the air. So they don't share into the same fate as those who's been against him. Let's play. That will do it for us on this time or this segment of Gemstones of Truth. I hope you had a good time. If you want to know the first beginning of these different things, go to the call part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. We currently work on the call part 5. So, yeah, start there. Bible said, well, the Father told me that those who watch the call are the call, the chosen, and the elect. And those who do not watch the call, not the call, the chosen, or the other. All right. Time to learn.